A brief excerpt from the subtype program of people born on December 10th of common years. Information is presented using women as an example and is selectively taken from the Catalogue of Human Population. This woman is characterized by that she tries to turn her life into something uniformal, local, whole. Throughout this woman's life, it seems to her that a human is given too little time and space to realize his or her potential and achieve something in life. And she thinks it when she's young or at a more mature age. Therefore, she thinks that it is not worth it to dissipate one's energies, and instead it's better to concentrate on one thing only. This woman wants to realize herself in a single field. She thinks that she must have one profession, one place of work or study, one passion, one hobby for life. She reasons as follows. I chose one thing and I will give it all my strength. I will give my strength only to this. But in the end, I will achieve everything in this undertaking. Success, control, power, and everything else. In childhood, during school years, she selects only one or at most two subjects for in-depth study. She gives special attention to choosing a place for further education, a technical institute, a college, a university, and so on. And the subsequent choice of work, because her life actually depends on it going forward. By nature, she's a typical devotee. So once she chooses a certain direction, a method, a point of view, a hobby, a philosophy, modes of action, and so on, she will be guided by them her entire life. She tends to form the main idea for herself, to which everything will be subordinated. By and large, this woman chooses one global thing, only one topic of interest. For example, how to earn a lot of money, or how to succeed and become an outstanding and unique person in your own way. And then, no matter what she engages in, be it science, housework, or business, no matter what she studies or what profession she masters, this topic shines like a beacon and indicates the direction for her. Once she sets a goal, it is natural and comfortable for her to pedantically and persistently learn how to perform some work masterfully and ideally, because this woman is extremely active in the environment. She wants to be better than others and is an exemplar of incredible persistence. In order to make her main life choice and start moving toward the goal with purposefulness of a tram, first this individual goes through a stage of deliberation and reflection. Thus, her life is always divided into two parts: choice of direction and purposeful movement. During the second period, when she's trying to understand how and where she could become the queen of the hill, this person seems very undecisive. Others usually say the following about such people. She doesn't know what to do with herself, doesn't know what she wants. Indeed, she is always trying something, looking for something. This woman makes the impression of a person who is, so to speak, hovering in the air, who wants to go somewhere very much, but cannot because it has no foothold. However, unsupported hovering allows her to sort through everything, to assess and define everything, and form a personal opinion. This woman always feels responsible for her choice and has a tendency to attribute all successes and failures only to herself. Therefore, during the period of selecting a direction, this person becomes quiet. as if she's listening to everything around her, to herself, to situations, and to surrounding people. This individual is trying to find the one right decision, from which she will not back down. And while this process of understanding goes on, she feels restless, lost, and because of this, deeply unhappy. Therefore, during the period of her life, suffering, worrying, crying, sorrow, yearning, and torments, they occur in parallel with searching. Throughout the period of this hovering, she is an example of a person with a heartache who is literally sick because of the feeling of absolutely worthlessness and wandering about like a lost soul. During periods of purposeful realization of the conceived, this woman makes the impression of a warm, straightforward, open person who lives in reality and who is satisfied and happy with this reality. Having a unique ability to enjoy the little things, like a sunny summer day, a meaningless smile, or a warm breeze, she might even make the impression of a carefree person. However, in her wandering about like a lost soul, all optimism fades, and this person becomes more like rotten cabbage, gloomy, unhappy, and sorrowful. So it is possible to say that when periods of unsettled state occur, milk goes sour from this woman's presence. Such sour periods can also occur due to circumstances beyond her control, but which make her somehow switch over from one rail track to another. However, if adversities, sorrows, and troubles of this woman are not linked to external factors, then, having doubted and suffered enough, one day she says to herself, "That's it, enough sobbing, I choose this." Once this moment occurs, having finally decided where to direct her steps, she starts to put things in order. She divides her way to the set goal into certain stages, delimits everything, and assigns 2 sections. And then a life of a woman machine begins. With incredible persistence, step by step, slowly but surely, this woman starts to tirelessly fight for the set goal. If you enjoyed the brief overview and would like to get a complete description of this or any other person, you can do so at www.humanpopulationacademy.org.